I think we're up and going. Let's move the mic a little closer. We'll let everybody go ahead and scrounge on in here to see the illustrious award show, the Gopherwatch League Season 5 award show. Let me know if we're just sitting here. Let me know if the music's a little too loud. I'm a little too loud, you know. We're going for a nice chill vibe on stream if you can't tell by the lo-fi beats in the background. I didn't even wear the suit today, but I still, of course, wore the tie. That's how, you know, chill and casual this one is, considering it was also highly rushed. If you can't tell how epic the graphics look and everything as well, with the little gopher guy in the corner, as well as just the standard text. But hey, I had a text box, so you guys can carry me, can't you? Thank you. You make everything look good. All right, we'll go ahead and give it 2 minutes. Let people go ahead and scrounge on in here. Gotta adjust the tie, of course. Don't look too unprofessional. So to start off with, I guess while people are still forming in here, I want to give a special shout out, of course, to our Season 5 champions, the Canto Cantaloupes, our Season 5 finalists, the Rialto Ringers, for a great match last night, 4-1. I think the Ringers came through with some huge plays from all their rookies, and I hope all their players stick around and become huge parts of this community, parts of this league, and the Canto Cantaloupes, of course, bringing in the veterans and taking home the dub. So congratulations to them. But yeah, and then another shout out as well to our Hall of Fame inductees, that being Ox, Flip Flop, and Frobble. All of them very well deserving of that reward, getting in, you know, showing out that they are the pillars of the community that a lot of people expect of them and know them to be. So yeah, so yeah, that's about all I got for now for shout outs. So in terms of the award show here tonight, we are going to have the all-star teams announced. Turn my mic just a little bit. I certainly can go ahead and do that for you right now. How's that sounding? But yeah, we will announce the all-star teams as well as the all-pro teams. Mr. and Mrs. Irrelevant, Best Caster, Warmest Bench, PMA Peter / Patricia Award, the Commissioner's Award, Best Captain, Most Improved Player, Rookie of the Year, and MVP. I'm reading currently off of a notepad. If you can't tell, I'm being, you know, blessed by the blinding light of Christ by having this white thing on my screen, you know, just absolutely blinding me so I can't see anything. So we'll give it again about good old 30 seconds or so for people to go in, and I'll go in ahead and announce the All-Star and All-Pro teams. While we're sitting here, how's everybody's night going? You know, let's go I'm doing great poggers thumbs up in the chat, or I'm doing bad Sag thumbs down. You know, let's see what we can do here. And if you got points, you can of course buy the Gof 2 Pog, or the Gof 6 Pog, I think is what it is, the Gof 6 Pog. Everybody rolling in here. We got almost 30 people watching for the award show. Always a huge event, of course, to see who takes home all these illustrious trophies. You know, actually, give me one moment. We're not going full casual here. Give me one moment. We'll put on the blazer at least, eh? We won't have the dress shirt, but we'll put the blazer on. Really brings the outfit together, I think. All right, so I'm doing great. Go 2 or Go 6 Pog, fantastic. Everybody very excited. At least hopefully, Drew, your drive went okay and everything's going well. Everything's looking great. Rivian Peasant shows up, Invictus. I think the gang's all here at this point. We got almost 50 viewers in the chat, so I think it's about time to get the show underway. So we can go ahead and start off with our all-star teams. Of course, keep in mind there are starters and the reserves. So I will go ahead and announce the starters, which is of course the top 2 vote getters in every role, and then I'll go ahead and do the reserves afterwards. So for our starters for the all-star teams, for the tank role, we have Frobble and Bonesy. These are in order of how many votes they got. So Frabo coming in first place, beating out Bonesy. Of course, as expected, the better tank player wins. The DPS starters for your all-star teams are going to be Invictus and Akua. And on the support, it is going to be Riddle Dog and Flip Flop. So, congratulations to our excellent all-stars starting roster. And now I'm going to announce the reserves. For the tank role, we have Rusty Goomba, Fancy, Yeetmeister, and Booney coming up the rear. I gotta get all-star every year. You can't knock me out just yet. I was one vote away, but you can't knock me out just yet. The DPS, we have Corey, HVSec, Pneumonia, and Fedora Master making all their returns. Rookie Pneumonia making their first all-star appearance. Congratulations to them. The support role, we have Macro, Caden, Rec Cactus, and War coming up the rear. So I think all of our all-stars are very well deserving. The all-starters and reserves definitely earned their spot on this list. Especially me for my dominating performance on the Hamburg Hoons this year, getting so many dubs, so many wins. I think I really pulled through on that one. So now going on to the all-pro teams, we'll go ahead and do the first team, second team, and third team. So here we go. On the first team all-pro selection, we have got Bonesy and Frobble as the tank line, Invictus and Akua as the DPS line, and Flip Flop and Real Dog as the first team all-pro on the supports. So I mean, you know, our all-star starters were literally our first team all-pro selections. So, you know, what can we say? All-star starters and the all-pro teams. You like to see patterns form like that, don't you? It's very satisfying for that to happen. For the all-pro second team, we have Rusty Goomba, Fancy on the tank line, Mikey, Corey on the DPS, and Macro and Caden on the support for a second team. I believe... sadly, the streak did break because HVSec got the All-Stars Reserve second, but didn't get the second team All-Pro swapped in with Mikey. So, sadly, it broke. We lost Sag. So, for the third team All-Pro selection, on the tanks, we have Sin and Booney. Hi, Trey, as always. The DPS are going to be Pneumonia and Jack, with Papa Triste and Rec Cactus rounding out the support line. So, I think all of our all-pros are very well deserving. I will say, though, there was quite a bit of a rob that HVSec didn't get in on any of the all-pro teams, but it was very close at the end. So, yeah, those are going to be our all-star and all-pro teams. Congratulations to everybody. Give out those roles later on. You dig. So now we're going into our, of course, illustrious awards that will give you a cool Discord role that doesn't give you any colors, and just makes the roles thing so disgusting to look at as an admin. But we're going to go ahead and start off with the Commissioner's Award. Of course, the Commissioner's Award is decided only by me. The criteria is I feel this person deserves recognition. That's literally the only criteria. It usually means I don't qualify for any other awards, sadly, but somebody I feel deserves special recognition. So the Commissioner's Award this year, I believe, is going to go to a very deserving person. It is actually a captain, and it is going to be Paige. Now, I gave it to Paige because, you know, sadly they didn't have the best success in terms of actually winning the games or anything like that, but they had to deal with so much adversity, losing a player midway through the season, as well as being very, you know, helping with the producing, helping with the casting on the last match there towards the end. And then dealing with all that adversity as a captain, still bringing the team together and having a good time. I think all his players will have nothing to complain about Paige. So I will definitely say that Paige is very well deserving of the Commissioner's Award and a very special recognition for for all their hard work this year. It just sadly didn't work out on the battlefield in the arena, but you could tell they were trying their best in the back line, trying to get everything to work and doing the best for the team. So congratulations to Paige on the Commissioner's Award. Very well deserving of that recognition. So next, we're going to go to the Mr. and Mrs. Irrelevant. I'm going to actually open up the Gopherwatch League website to make sure I get the draft number right on this player. But it is going to be a player that plays, give a bit of a drum roll while I look at this, a player who plays the damage role, a player who was drafted in the, not last round, I guess, but right towards the end, played for two different teams, is related to someone else in this league. It is going to be Flea on the damage. Flea is going to be your Mr./Mrs. Irrelevant. And yeah, I think Flea was very well deserving of this award. Of course, I played with Flea on my team and then traded him to the Kittens. So I think Flea came in, as a very low DPS, but I think really popped off. Whenever they were in the match with either me or with Paige, I think we can both say that Flea played well above their SR, especially on the Genji. Almost a carry kind of player when you get him on there, give them the support that they need. So I definitely think that Flea is very well deserving of the Mr. Relevant Award, drafted at the 53rd selection in the draft, so very towards the end. And I think definitely, it's a bit of a bias because I was the one who drafted him. I'm kind of a genius that way. I look at my team's success. But yeah, I think Flea was a great selection by me towards the end. I watched the combine, really jumped off my screen. So yeah, it all worked out there. Oh, I didn't even notice that Lost Silver was season 4, Mr. Relevant. Now Flea was season 5. So hey, if you got a third brother or sister, bring him in. They're season 6 guaranteed. They can hope for that. All right, moving on. We are going to do the Best Caster Award. The Best Caster Award goes to the person who I believe had a very good season casting. It can't go to a previous winner of the Best Caster Award, so it kind of knocks out about 80% of our, I should say about 8% of our casting available this year. But I don't think there was too much of a competition this year for me. It was a new caster to our ranks, and they came in and did a fantastic job. I'm going to give it to Mr. War. Fortnite, they going to get the Caster of the Year award, or Best Caster. I definitely believe that they came out and had a fantastic showing on playing the plastic color. They put in the work, they put in the grind. They really definitely tried to improve their Caster of the Year, and I think it really paid dividends. They brought the energy, they brought the knowledge. New to Overwatch, and came in and casted and really did a fantastic job in my opinion. I think if they keep at it, they'll definitely be the top tier caster in this league, an A-tier caster. So very congratulations to War as well for that one. I win Best Caster. The Warmest Bench Award. The Warmest Bench Award goes to the player who didn't play exactly full time, but still came in and had an absolute dominant performance whenever they did come into the lobby. This one was definitely very close for me. There's a couple players I could have pointed out, but I'm a bit of a bias because I was at the LAN and I saw this player absolutely dominate for their SR, as well as not getting the most play time this year, to my knowledge. Of course, I could have played more, but this is just what I saw, as well as a couple other things. But the person I saw that came in and didn't exactly start all the time is going to be Mighty Dwarf. I thought Mighty Dwarf was the warmest bench this year. Whenever they come in on either the tank role or the DPS, that Reaper is scary, man. It's dominant. And then there's a tank as well, the Roadhog, I remember from Mighty Dwarf. So I definitely think that Mighty Dwarf has very well earned this spot of warmest bench. Didn't get the full play time, but didn't quite reach the starting status to not get this award. I don't know how to say it. Warmest bench is very odd. It's always strange to me because it's based off my opinion of who didn't play enough. So you know what, Mighty Dwarf, you didn't play enough this year. Play more next year, okay? Whoever's drafting them, go ahead and make Mighty Dwarf your starting DPS or tank. And now off to the next award. It is going to be the PMA Peter / Patricia Award. The PMA Peter / Patricia Award is someone who definitely came into the league and is a very big part of the community, always spreading positive vibes wherever they go. Big positivity. That's really about it. Very, very. You want to talk to this person. They're the go-to guy / gal. So this year's PMA Peter / Patricia Award is going to go to Charbatron. I just gotta say, MVP interview. There you go. Done. Yeah, that's about all you got. You don't really need anybody else than that. Came in, as the SR sync for the Netgos, but they're always super positive. Whenever I interacted with them, whenever they interacted with anybody else, and of course, MVP interview. That's enough. So here we go. Moving on from the PMA Peter Award, it is going to be the Best Captain. The Best Captain is basically who I feel who did the best job. It's not exactly who had the best record, but it's who had the best job building a team, building a culture. Building a team, building a culture, finding success, and just overall getting things done on time, getting schedules in, getting logs in, all that stuff, whatever. So the Best Captain Award this year goes to Me. No, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it's gonna go to HVSec. It was super close. I don't say it was based off of just record alone. It just kind of happened that they had the best record. But HVSec came in, and I got some insider knowledge that they were able to make a server Discord and everything like that. So I think the culture of the Hawks is definitely in. They got their own emotes. HVSec came in. I was initially skeptic. I'm gonna be honest with you when HVSec decided to be captain, because I've never heard their voice except for the Widowmaker Season 2 All Stars Widowmaker 1v1 Championship tournament when he came for the interview. That's literally the only time I've heard them speak. So I was like, is this going to work or not? Will you actually talk? But HV came in and blew all my expectations away. Built a great roster. Of course, undefeated through the regular season. Didn't quite make the finals. But I think had a great season all around and was able to build the best culture. It was very close. I gotta give a shout to Derek. Very, 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 very close. Because of the, getting your able team to be able to scrim, getting the practices in. It was so close, but you just got beat out because HVSec has emotes. I don't know. That's gonna be my reasoning. 17 scrims per week. Let's go. Yep, indeed. That's the reason. I hate the cringe scrim captains. That's why you lost, Derek. It's obviously because you scrimmed too much. That's the reason you lost, and I'll take that to the bank. Next is going to be our Most Improved Player Award. This Most Improved Player Award is the player who I believe had the biggest glow up, I guess, this year compared to last year. Just in terms of their skill, what they contributed to the team, their success, everything like that. Akua. Yeah, the Akua, very low on the radar player from last year. War can't exactly be the most improved player considering he didn't play last year. Bonesy. Yeah, Bonesy, the bronze player, really made the climb this year. I'm going to have to go ahead and give it up to... I want to give it to Herbology this year. I think Bonesy Bronze Lucio swag in the season. Yes, I agree, but I gotta give it to Herbology. Miss Olivia, if you watch the anime, if you're based like that, you know that reference. But yes, came in. I think had a great year this year, not only in the Mercy, but also on the Baptiste and other things I saw in the Grand Finals. I saw last year, they really only play Mercy, and I don't really watch them all that much, blah, 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 blah. But they came in this year. They were very integral to the Kanto Cantaloupe success on that Mercy, on others picks as well. It was a close between. I'll give you my other ideas. The other ideas was what chat said earlier, which was I can't think of the name. But anyway, my other idea was Razmataz came in and played the Brigida very well compared to only the Lucio and the Mercy came in and showed them the Brigida and the Hawks and kind of integral to their success. But I think Raz had more of a Bonesy. Yeah, I think Raz had more of a base to build off of. The improvement was there, but not as much as Herbology's growth, which was that. It's tough. What the fudge? Frabble, you're having a good time in chat, I can tell you. Yeah, I mean Raz was really good on the the Mercy and the Lucio, but I never really saw the Brig. But when I saw this year, the Brig was probably towards the top end of the league. So it was close, but Herbology showed me more growth, I guess. Listen, man. I don't know how to explain how to choose words. It's literally just whop off in my head. And I'm like, hey, that makes sense. It probably should have been Max Rincewind, because Max Rincewind had 0 deaths this year after feeding his ass off on take last year. It's such an improvement. Next, we got our 2 biggins. We got our 2 big ones. That's the Rookie of the Year and the MVP award. So we start off, of course, with the Rookie of the Year after you did what? Nothing, man. You poggers. The Rookie of the Year this year, for me, there wasn't too much of a competition. Sadly, if you're a rookie and you weren't named this player, you weren't really in my mind at all. Until the last couple weeks, it was, basically the idea for this is who is the most valuable ringer award, considering they had 17 rookies on their team, 1 per scrim per week for the Cantaloupes. They had a rookie. But yeah, it's just, You can't give it to anybody else but Pneumonia. Pneumonia came in on the DPS. A hard carry. I remember Pneumonia the first time was the caster log host when they came in. I'm like, oh, look at this guy. He's talking about playing Genji of all. Imagine doing that in 2022. And Pneumonia did. Played Genji, played Echo, played Tracer, played basically everything the Ringers needed him to play, and popped off. And was a hard carrier for the Ringers for a lot of their matches. The other shout I want to give is to Poke. In the playoffs, Poke turned into an absolute demon, Grandma Diff, and almost brought the Ringers to an amazing turnaround in the playoffs, a playoff run, you could say, a Cinderella story of winning the grand finals, but they ran to the brick wall that is the Cantaloupe. So what can you do? But yes, Pneumonia, good job. Poke 1236 okay, more like Poke 1236 very good. How about that one? I stole your own joke, Max, and said it louder so people will laugh at me. Logan was really yeah, he's also very good in League of Legends. That's all you need to know. He plays League of Legends as well, and he still has the mental sanity to play something else. That's incredible. That's dedication to your craft of a gamer. Now the last one, most valuable player. I am going to do a bit of a leak. There's a 4-way tie before I voted. So I basically decided who MVP was this year. There was 4 players that had 7 votes. That was nuts. I didn't vote until the last moment if I didn't have to. So who had the 7 votes? Yeetmeister had one of the 7 people who had 7 votes. Fancy, one of the people who had 7 votes. Corey, one of the people who had 7 votes. And Pneumonia was one of the people who had 7 votes. You forgot to vote, lol, skull emoji. And Troubertron was also right there with 6. So, it was very close. But it only had to go to one player, and I got to pick who it was. So, L on you, chat. This is basically Commissioner's Award Part 2. I mean, yeah. Sadly, I gotta break the news that Wags did have 17 votes despite not being nominated for their team. Like, that was incredible performance, honestly. But yes, the MVP of the Gopherwatch League Season 5. Fancy. Yep, it's Fancy. It was very, very close between Crazy Flames. I'm seeing a lot of Crazy Flames. Boom 1011, deserved, huge. Let's go, Troubertron, my MVP. But yeah, the reason I gave it to Fancy was because I know how integral Fancy is to the comms of the Hawks, how integral Fancy is to the comms of the Hawks, how integral Fancy is to the damage dealing of the Hawks. I think the reason that Fancy got my MVP was because they play the off-tank role, but they play it so differently than most people in this league. When you're on the same level as, say, a Bonesy on a character, you're pretty damn good. But when you're even better at a character than Bonesy, you're really, really damn good. And that's where the Hog, the Sigma comes in, the Diva, just an off-tank legend, really, honestly. And plus, I got a little of a bias because I play with him in early leagues. But hey, I know Fancy is good, okay? I know he's very good. It's close between Pneumonia, the DPS, but I was like, I'm already giving him Rookie of the Year. So, don't need to inflate the kid's ego too much, or he'd be coming to a real problem. For Troubertron, it was just the Neko sadly didn't quite get enough wins for me to really see them as the MVP. And then the last one, which was going to be Corey, already gave him Grand Finals MVP, so he doesn't need another one. Just imagine if I gave this guy MVP. The trophy is already named after him. His head might break through my floor, and he's 2 floors beneath me. The ego would just blow up, would inflate. But I agree with the most people saying Fancy carried me. He carried me too, in a lot of games in a lot of different leagues. So you gotta get to Fancy. I think very well deserved of the award. So congratulations to Fancy. Corey still has to pay rent. Yes, he does. So, we'll do a bit of a recap. We'll go from the top down. For your MVP, it was Fancy. For your Rookie of the Year, it was Pneumonia. For your Most Improved Player, it was what the hell am I saying? I was saying Rapid. Carbology. Best Captain, HVSec. Commissioner's Award is going to be Paige. PMA, Peter/Patricia goes... I think I wrote the wrong name here. I think I wrote the wrong name down. Hi, Booney. I hope you reward me later if you know what I mean. Yeah, I will... I said Pneumonia for Rookie of the Year, did I not? Oh, yeah, Tribertron. I thought I said Pneumonia for Rookie... I'm going to restart. MVP, Fancy, Rookie of the Year, Pneumonia, Most Improved Player, Carbology, Best Captain, HVSec, Commissioner's Award, Paige, PMA Peter, Carbotron, Warren's Bench, Mighty Dwarf, Best Caster, War, Mr. Miss Relevant, Flea. There you go. Got it. Your All-Pro teams, Bonesy, Frablo, Kua, Invictus, Flip-Flop, Real Dog for first team, Rusty Goomba, Fancy, Mikey, Corey, Micro, Caden for second team, Sin, Booney, Pneumonia, Jack, Power Tricia, Red Cactus for third, Real Dog, Flip-Flop, Macro, Caden, Red Cactus War for your support all-stars. Invictus, Akua, Corey, HVSec, Pneumonia, Ford Master for your DPS all-stars. Frabble, Bonesy, Rusty Goomba, Fancy, Eatmaster, Booney for your all-stars on the tank. There you go. How about that? A little bit of a rap got towards the end there for y'all. Congrats to Micro. Hey, you know, he likes to focus on the macro plays, but he has some micro impact on the server. That was what I was going for, but I had a bit of a brain fart there towards the end. Cool. That's all of our awards in. Isn't that neat? He's gonna let him fix his tire. Yeah, ask Tyler about me and tire irons. He really wants to show me his. Okay. So now that that is out of the way, it is on to, I guess, big announcement time. Woo! You can see I put the notepad away as well because no longer has the blinding light of God. You know what? I'll put it back up. There. So the best lighting is the one where I can't see anything. So for the big announcement moving forward, woo! Yay! Get very excited. So moving forward for season 5.5 and onward, summer season is happening. That's been announced. Yes, summer season is going to be happening. Drafts, everything's happening. Yes. Go for season 5.5 going forward. I will not be the commissioner of the Gopherwatch League anymore. It's that's really bad timing on your part there, War, because you said, let's go, right as I said I'm not going to be commissioner on my end. Yeah, it's really bad timing on your part. Yes, I will no longer be the commissioner for the Gopherwatch League. When I started the Gopherwatch League many moons ago, it seems, or I guess not many moons ago, but over a couple semesters ago, over 2 years it has been. The commissioner in my heart, well, Hall of Fame, thank you. But when I started it back in season 0 with the help of the GG League's Discord server and everything like that, that's due to the COVID really happening. So the issue is that the Intramural League was only supposed to happen for a season. Yeah. I'm trying to read all this as we're going. But yeah, it was supposed to only happen for one season. That was at season 0. But once we saw how much people enjoyed it, I took it upon myself to make this league and to try to improve it, and all the issues I've run across moving forward, from season 1, season 2, all that fragile drama, then season 3 with the bad scheduling and everything like that. It's just throughout the years, you guys have stuck with me, and I do very much appreciate that, that you guys have continued to play and to support the Gopherwatch League in many ways. It's been a ride, really, to say the least. It's given me the opportunity to think. What happened in season 3? Yeah, you know, buddy. It's just you guys have given me the ability to do more things than I could possibly imagine without this platform. You guys have given me a very undeserved platform for just running a Discord server, basically. But that, doing new cool things with my production, trying to improve my casting, getting others into casting to have fun with it. Hopefully forming friendships and relationships that would never happen without the Intramural League. Going to do that charity stream was always been a dream of mine since I was a kid, and the Gopherwatch League gave me the opportunity to do that one. And raise money for a good cause. It's a lot of things that have happened over the years that I haven't, been able to, I wouldn't be able to do without this thing. This stupid little idea I had, which was, hey, what if we just didn't do TESPA and people just basically did pugs for a couple weeks? So, I want to thank everybody for helping me make that dream come true. First off, to take this, albeit pretty dumb idea of just play pugs for 6 straight weeks or 10 straight weeks, and turning into such a great community that is always there for each other, that has grown past our walls of the University of Minnesota. It's really done wonders for people that, not only me specifically, it's done pretty great things. So moving forward, the commissioner is going to be Marco. So make sure to give him as much support as you gave me over the years. He'll do a great job for certainly running this league for me. But it's just my time. I graduated in December of 2020. It's been almost a year and a half since I even went to school, and running an intramural league for a college, it just doesn't make too much sense anymore. And it's just, I would love to continue doing this, but with the full-time job and everything, it's just gotten a bit harder to do so, and to dedicate the time that I would like to this, to give it my 100%, to keep improving the production, to keep making the teams more balanced, to make the rules better, just stuff like that. It's just I can't really do that too much anymore. So it's time to move on. Sadly, I keep saying sadly because it's sad for me. I told myself I wouldn't cry, and I don't think I will, but I'm pretty damn close. So it's all grown up. I certainly did. It's quite a change from season 1. I don't know if I can find a picture or not, but throughout all the years that we've been doing this, all the seasons, it would be nothing without you guys and all the help and work you've given me, suggestions, feedback, despite the memes and feedback. I'm running out of words to say to express just how grateful I am really to have the opportunity to do what I've done over the last couple years for you guys, and I hope that the league continues to grow without my presence, because even though I won't be working on it anymore, I'll still be rooting for the Gopherwatch League to be its best that it possibly can. I know it will be with our Edmond team that we have currently lined up. We have I know who they are, but I'll let Marco announce who he wants. Here we go. I want to see if I can get this picture up. We'll save that image. It's very scuffed screen right now because I didn't really plan on how I would do this. I felt it was just better to kind of go with the flow and just let the emotions be raw, not go off a script, not make a video or anything like that. So I think this is the way I wanted to go out. Scuffed. I wouldn't want it any other way. I got this picture to put up on screen to show how long we've been going here. There we go. Changed just a little bit. My hair's a lot grayer from dealing with you Papegas for that long. But yeah, the same glasses. No, different glasses. Yeah, no, that's the... I did get a haircut, once or twice at least, over a year and a half. But yeah, no, it is a different pair of glasses, because you can see those ones are much thicker, these ones are thinner. These ones are much thinner than those. Than those. But yeah, no other real differences, of course, whatsoever. I look exactly the same. But yeah, there we go, that's all gone. So... before I lose the cool and lose everything and all like that, we're going to... I'll send you guys off of Season 5. One last thank you for all the years, for all the years behind us, and all the seasons going forward. I hope you guys have a great time. I know Marco will do a great job of taking care of my baby. I know you guys will continue to make it as special as it possibly can be. So, for the, I guess sadly, the last time ever you'll be hearing this from me on the official broadcast, thank you for a great season. Stay safe, stay healthy, and have a great rest of your evening. Bye, guys.